You're listening to the Mad Positivity Podcast,
helping you find your freedom.
Broadcasting live from London.
Hey, what's happening? This is the Mad Positivity Podcast, and I want to talk about chasing your goals after work. And something that someone spoke to me about the other day, and they said to me they didn't have enough time after their 9-to-5 job before going home and getting, after they've been at work all day, they've gone home and they're seeing the kids, their wife, and they didn't really have enough time to sort of work on their own thing. You know, sat and had a chat with him, and he was telling me about his goals and what he wanted to be and what he wanted to do and the things he wanted to do, and he wanted to build this and do that and do this course. And I said to him, so why haven't you done any of this stuff? And he said, well, after I work 9 to 5 in the city, and when I come home, I see my wife and kids, I'm tired, I don't really have enough time to go through things. I get up, I go to work the next day. I said, hang on a minute, stop. You're trying to tell me you don't have any time to do anything. So I said to him, what do you want to do? And he said he wanted to teach himself Amazon FBA so he could sell stuff. He had a few ideas and he was talking to me about it. So I said to him, okay, so you're telling me you don't know how to, you don't know how to, so what don't you know how to do? Do you know how to start? And he said, no, I don't. I said, well, have you got a phone? He said, yeah. I said, have you got an iPad? He said, yeah. I said, have you got a laptop? He said, yeah. I said, so how can you tell me that you don't have enough time to learn and do stuff? It's not about what you do during your 9 to 5 that defines you. This is a job. It's just a purpose. It's there to pay your bills, right? But it's not just there to pay your bills. It's there to finance your plan for the future if you use it correctly. What really matters is what you do after the 9 to 5. That time determines your future, right? Don't go to work on your 9 to 5 and moan about the shit and moan and tell me you don't have time to do things. You don't have time to, you hate your job, it's shit, and you don't have time to sort of do anything else afterwards. Yeah, your dreams are made, right, between the hours of 5 and 9, not 9 to 5. Right, this is your time. This is your time to build. This is your time to do everything you want to do if you use it wisely. But he told me you don't have time. So I said, like, he didn't see his kids. I said, right, let's say, for instance, you leave your job at 5 and it takes you, say, an hour to get home on that commute, right? On that commute home, in your pocket, you've got a phone, you've got a laptop, you've got an iPad. Pull out any one of those and you can pull out YouTube. There are 100 people on YouTube that can teach you everything and anything you want to know. One particular one of the favourites of mine, is Johnny Bradley. He taught me everything I know about Amazon FBA. I've done a few of his courses, they're superb. But the point is, you can watch YouTube, you can teach yourself on the commute to work. If it takes an hour to get home, it takes an hour to get there. That's 2 hours of every day to watch videos, to learn, to get it in, to read if you really want to. And he come back to me with the excuse that some of his commute is on the underground. Well, you can have a YouTube membership nowadays. You can download stuff. Stop making excuses. You can download these videos and watch them any time that you want. You've got loads of time. You've got no reason on your commute, right, to in that time to not watch something, read something, learn something, listen to podcasts, listen to it. There's loads of them out there. Smart Passive Income. There are loads of podcasts. So let's say you get in. You want family time. Let's say you get in at, say, 6:30. Once you get in, sit down, eat with your family, spend some time with your kids, read them a story. All right, spend a bit of time, a couple of hours. By that time, it will say 8:30, 9. Then get into bed with your wife, sit and talk to your wife, but take your laptop, your phone, or your iPad with you. And if you're going to try and tell me you don't have any of those three, right, you live under a rock or in a cave. Everyone's got a phone, everyone's got an iPad, everyone's got a laptop. But let's just say, for instance, you don't have one. Grab a pen and paper, a pad and a pencil, and sit down and jot down ideas all day, every day. On my phone, I use Jotapad. I've got a Samsung phone, I use Jotapad, and my other work phone that I've got is an iPhone. And on that one, I use Wordsmith to write. And what I do is, I think of an idea, and I put a head in, and the little idea, a little sentence that pops into my head, and I'll write it down. And that idea written down, I'll come back to it every day and I'll add a little bit to it. I'll read it, something else will jump out, maybe I'll have another idea. And before I know it, I've got 90 ideas written down in this jotter pad, 90 ideas written down on my iPhone. And every day I go to them, they might be 2 or 3 lines, they could be 100 lines. And every day I treat it like a chapter in a book. And I go back to it and I write to it and I go through it all. And when it's ready and it's at that stage, I'll add it to my blog. And then the blog post obviously builds up, and then in your jotter pad you've got these large areas that you can make into a chapter of your book. But the point is, you can sit down in your bed next to your wife if you have to, she's watching telly, or she can be with you, and you can bounce these ideas off her. Because one thing you will get from your family that you won't get from anyone else is a fresh perspective. And when I say a fresh perspective, your wife or your kids will give you a level of honesty, right, that you will not get from anyone else. You ain't going to get that honesty from anyone else. Your wife will tell you something and she knows that that's what she's there for, right? If you're acting like a dick, she's going to tell you that. You'll get that level of honesty. But you'll also get that honesty because she loves you. But she's also your partner, he or she. If it's a woman, he or she, they're your partner. Or your husband, like it could be anybody. That person there is, they know that you're doing what you're doing. You're taking that little bit extra effort, that little bit more initiative after work to build a better life for you and your partner and your kids. Anyway, and also in that interaction that you get, that you're saying you don't have time for, not only are you got an idea, but you're bouncing it off someone, you're getting feedback, which is a massive, massive plus, you know? And your partner gets a happiness. They feel like they're part of the process, part of the journey. All right? So keep your notes, write down your ideas, write them down like they're chapters in a book, elaborate, go into detail. Each day start a new page with a different idea or a note, and then go back to them and build them up over and add them, make them grow. Because these ideas, right, just one of those ideas could change your life. So those ads are aimed at people who procrastinate. It's to divert your attention away to it. That's what they're there for. That's why they stop a video. And these ads are always generated around something that you've been watching. That's called remarketing. Okay? That's good business sense, what they're doing. They're trying to push you away from one other side in that affiliate form so that another person can earn money. For the people who are putting the ads up there, it works for them. And for YouTube, it works for them as well. But that's the idea of what that is. It's for procrastination. Okay? So what you're doing is procrastinating. You've got a goal. Your day could be, right, I want to learn Amazon FBA. But you sit watching YouTube, or you might start watching Netflix or something else, or you need to get your piece of paper out, you need to start writing down notes, you start to learn it. It could be anything. You need to pick it up, keep notes, write down ideas. Like I said, write them down like chapters, elaborate, go into detail. Repetition, and build on them. Okay? Speak to someone. You do have time for your dreams. I'm going to keep saying it. That's it. Right? And one idea is better than no ideas. And one idea written down is a plan. And elaborate on just one of those ideas and you have a goal. And when you have a goal, you have a target, a direction, a focus point, a purpose. Right? And that purpose, now you've already developed momentum. And you are one step closer to that dream. And you don't give up. You don't give up at all. And this is a particular technique that I like to use, and I call it the 5 to 9 stopwatch technique. Because all the time you're sitting there doing nothing will happen. And that when that nothing happens, you're still in the reality that you're in right now. The one where you're thinking, I'm lost, I don't know what I'm doing, I want more. There's got to be more to my life than sitting here clock watching. I want to earn more money. I want to provide more value. Yeah, I want more out of life. For all the time that you're sitting there talking about it and doing nothing about it, nothing will happen. That's your reality as it stands. But the very second you take action, right? The very second you take action, by take action, it's exactly what I said. You've written something down on a piece of paper. You've wrote a few notes on your iPad or your iPhone, and you've elaborated on them, and you've turned them into like a plan. You've started something, right? You've started that. In your spare time, you've started that. And that's what I call the 5 to 9 stopwatch, because the very second you take action, you press the button on that stopwatch. And what you can see when that seconds hand is ticking round and going round, what that's doing, that's not telling the time, that is ticking down the seconds to your goal. And the reason it's ticking down is because you've took action and you've started something. You've started to do something. You've taken action. And you're making a difference in your own life, okay? And you've pressed that button and that stopwatch is clicking down. It's ticking down 1 second at a time to your goal. And all the time you're working on your goals, that clock is ticking down till it gets to the very zero and you've got financial freedom, or you've got a freedom to live your dream, whatever dream it is. It might not be financial, yeah? And that goal, that dream, that freedom then becomes your reality. That's your reality then. Your however, whatever, whenever. And that's what you want. You want however, whatever, whenever. People say that money can't bring you happiness. But I tell you what it can do. It can bring you the freedom of not having to worry about a mortgage payment. The freedom to not have to worry about a phone bill. To not have to worry about getting that train travel all the time. Brings you the freedom to where we started from in the first place, to not have that time with your wife and children. How lovely is it be to get up in the morning, you spend an hour a day checking through and writing a few bits, and go and spend the rest of your day with your kids if you want to. You'll be there to pick them up from school, take them to school if you want to. And your 9 to 5 becomes that reality, that dream reality. And when you're doing something that you love, it's no longer work. It's no longer work. It's not a job. It's a lifestyle. And that is what you're after. So get out there, take action, write your ideas down, every day work at them, and press that button on that stopwatch. And let's see it tick down to your goal. I want to see everybody succeed. And that's what it's all about. Press that button.